the program is once again in a loop so that it would keep going, executing this for infinity, essentially. Well, it's unlimited. And as it goes through, it makes a decision one way or the other, and then loops back around. So let's get into a closer examination. Clicking to enlarge. I'm going to enlarge a little bit more because the resolution on the screen capture isn't that great. But we've put in a couple of features that programmers tend to use to help with debugging. So I have a wait at the beginning so that I can just download and execute the program right away without having to download, disconnect, and then press the play button. It doesn't seem like much, but when you're programming in iterations, it's a lot easier, and you save a couple of seconds here or there. And so if you're spending an afternoon programming, it's just a lot easier to have that accessible so that you can just start the program right away and then check it out. And then we have the display here. We're displaying the timer so that I can see the value of the timer and make decisions about my programming as I go. Getting to the program itself, we are looking at the timer here. We're measuring time. The timer starts as soon as the program starts. And we come here. If the timer is less than 6, then it executes this motion here. And it's essentially driving straight. You may notice that this isn't totally straight. It's a little bit of an offset. We talked about that in some of the other programs, that some of the other videos, that the robot doesn't always drive straight because of the alignment of the wheels during construction. So I had to put a little bit of offset to make it go a little bit more straight. So as long as the timer is less than 6, it goes through here, and then it executes the program. So let's go back out. Let's fade out a little bit more. Executes the program, and then it loops back around, and it does it again, and it does it again. When it gets to 6, then it executes the second portion here, and I'll zoom in again. And what it does is it makes a turn and then a second turn. The idea is to have it make a 90-degree turn and then another 90-degree turn, which brings it headed back in the same direction. And we reset the timer so that it doesn't just spin in circles. By resetting the timer, when it goes through the loop again, it'll execute this portion up here because the timer has been reset to 0. So it'll execute this portion here. But let's keep going. So it goes through here, makes a turn, resets the timer. Now I have it here for a bit of a delay, because if it goes too fast, it will go before it recognizes that the timer has been reset. So we give it a little bit of a delay so the program can catch up, and then it'll come through and go on the upper loop again until it reaches 6, at which point it'll go on the lower loop. So the program causes the robot to move forward for a specific amount of time, turn around and come back, move forward again, turn around and come back, and it will do it infinitely because we have it set up as an infinite loop.
So the robot should go for a certain distance and then turn around based on the timer.